Hello, Hivers. Welcome to Honeybee Stamping Hive, where creative buzz is always in the air. I am Tashana Lundy, your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Florida, serving customers all over the United States. And today, we're going to be making a fun fold card using the upcoming Sale-A-Bration products. We have the Bloom Impressions Designer Series paper. This is a 12 by 12 paper that you can earn free with a qualifying purchase during Sale-A-Bration beginning January 7th, 2025. We're also going to be using the heart-shaped bundle. This is also a Sale-A-Bration item that you can earn when you place a qualifying order of $120 or more. Okay, this is a choice you can make. You can either get two $60 levels or one $120 level when you reach that point. So it comes with the stamp set and the dies, and we have both of these are going to be used today. Okay, before we start our project, let's go over a little bit of buzzworthy business. All I have for you today is my host code. This is the code I want you to use whenever you're placing an order with me. Unless your order is $150 or more, don't use this host code, because you're going to qualify for Stampin' Rewards, and Stampin' Rewards equals free product from Stampin' Up. And I don't want you to miss out on any of your freebies. As always, if you need any other information of promotions, the latest paper pumpkin kit, anything going on with Stampin' Up, please visit my blog at honeybeestampinhive.com. All of that is always there, as well as my current host code. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started on this card. We're going to start with our inside. So I have a piece of basic white here. This is 4 by 5 1/4. And we have some designer series paper that is 1 by 5 1/4, and that is going to get adhered here. But first, we're going to do a little bit of stamping. So I have some fresh freesia ink, and we're going to take our little heart from that stamp set, and we're going to stamp that right here in fresh freesia. That is so pretty. And then we're going to get some Blackberry Bliss ink, and we're going to stamp an inside sentiment that says, "My thoughts of you are heart-shaped, are all heart-shaped." And we're going to stamp that right in the middle of our heart, just like that. And let me go ahead and leave this Blackberry Bliss open. So we're going to go ahead and glue this designer series paper down to our card stock. I didn't want to glue it down until after I stamped, just in case I made a mistake. I did not cut extra of the designer series paper. So we're going to layer that onto some Blackberry Bliss that is 5 3/8 by 4 1/4. I mean 4 1/8. Ooh, I meant to use Stampin' Seal on this part. Because when we use the liquid glue on the portion that we're going to be writing on, sometimes it leaves like little lumps. I've been noticing it kind of warps the paper just a bit. My designer series paper needed to be moved over. Okay, so that is the inside of our card done. So I have another piece of designer series paper and Blackberry Bliss. This designer series paper is 3 by 5 1/4. So that means this is 3 1/4, no, 3 1/8 by 5 3/8. So we're going to adhere these two together. I'm loving the new Sale-A-Bration products. This paper is so pretty. All the sheets are pretty. Some of them are a bit, a lot of colors. But when you cut them down to smaller pieces, oh man, they make for a good card. So we have that layered on. Okay, so I'm going to set this to the side. So let me bring in our card base. Our card base is Petunia Pop. Is this Petunia Pop? Yes, Petunia Pop. So we have, this is 8 1/2 by 5 1/2 scored at 4 1/4. Then I cut off a 1-inch strip from the front of the card, and we kept that 1-inch strip. It was 1 by 5 1/2. So then I cut it down to be 3 1/2, and I put a score in it at 1/2 inch. Okay, so that's going to be put on. We can go ahead and put this on now. Do I want tear and tape? Yes, let's get some tear and tape, because this is going to be a fun fold. And this mechanism, we want to make sure it stays very well adhered to our project. So I'm going to put tear and tape on the back side of this little 1-inch section. And I'm going to put the liquid glue just so I can have a little bit of wiggle room, just in case I don't get it right where I want it. So I'm going to open up this flap, and we're going to try to get this right in the middle. Put it right to the edge of the card here. But we want it, well, that's not really middle, that's kind of up, but that's okay. The placement really doesn't matter as long as you get it somewhat. So that's pretty good. Okay, so that's what we needed for that piece. So now let's go do some more stamping. So I have a piece of Blackberry Bliss. This one is 2 5/8 by 2 5/8. And we're gonna do some stamping with our heart that we did on the inside. And since I used Fresh Freesia, which is a lighter color than the Blackberry Bliss, I'm not even gonna clean my stamp. So I'm gonna be stamping tone on tone. This Blackberry Bliss. I'm gonna stick this heart right here in the middle and stamp it down. Then I'm gonna lift it and turn it just a little bit. Lift it and turn it to the other side. And I'm just trying to get a full looking heart on here. Can you see that? That's pretty. I know it's kind of hard to see, but it's just to give some texture to, oh, I need this still. Just some texture to our little paper, the cardstock. Goodness, I can't speak. So now we're gonna adhere this Blackberry Bliss to a Petunia Pop layer. And that is this is 2 5/8. So that'd be 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, right? 2 3/4. I'll keep 2 5/8, 2 3/4 square. We're gonna layer that together. I don't know why I have 3 on my brain. So we're gonna have that together. Okay, so now we're gonna go into some of the die cuts. I did all the die cutting ahead of time. So I have one of the labels here from that die cut, the dies. I die cut that in basic white, and we're gonna stamp a sentiment that says, just because I care, and I wanna get this more to the left. Let me see. I think I can do better. I'm gonna stamp this, but I'm gonna have to bring it really close down to me, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna be in frame because I couldn't really see. That's a little better, but I'm not sure. We'll use one of them. Okay, so that is all we need the ink for. So now I have some Stampin' Blends that we're going to be using. So I have die cut a flower and a leaf from the dies in basic white, and we're going to take, where's my scrap paper? My scrap paper. We're going to color this with Stampin' Blends because I wasn't sure what colors I was going to be using. I didn't want to color it, use colored cardstock. Oh my goodness, I can't even talk today. I'm missing something here. Looks like we're going to be die cutting. So I'm going to get, this is Fresh Freesia. I'm just going to do this all over. Then I'm going to take the Petunia Pop. Just a little bit of it in the center. I thought I had 3 of these flowers, but oh goodness, what color is that? I think I'm supposed to be using Fresh Freesia Dark. This is light. So let me get the Fresh Freesia Dark. Because that would, yeah. Okay, so I went ahead and just die cut some more flowers because I wasn't liking the colors. Plus, I lost one, so I needed to die cut some more anyway. So we're going to go ahead and color these. Fresh Freesia Light is the one I really wanted. So now I have some Shy Shamrock, and we're going to color this little leaf here with our Shy Shamrock. Okay. And then on another die cut, this one here, I started coloring it. This is what I want to use my Petunia Pop for. So I've seen where people just use this as foliage and made it all green, but I thought these looked like little flowers at the top. So I wanted to put a little bit of the Petunia Pop on there. Just like that. Okay, so that is all of our elements colored. And I went ahead and did a couple of more leaves ahead of time. So those are right there. And I also die cut out of Basic White the heart. This is so pretty. Okay, so now we can start putting some more things together. So let me get the inside of our card back. We're going to take this little flower here, and that is going to go on the inside of our card. So we're going to get some liquid glue and just put little dots of glue on here. Trying to press as soft as I can because I don't want too much to come rushing out. You just need a little just to hold it on there. I'm just going to put that right down there like that. Okay, so now we can go ahead and put this on the inside of our card base. So let's load it up with some glue. Swirl those extra large dots in the corners so they won't squirt out. So let's get our base here and just set this in. Oop, be still. So that's how that's going to look for the inside. Okay, so now we're going to take, oh my goodness, I was not supposed to put this together. So I'm going to need some more Fresh Freesia. I mean Petunia Pop. Let me get another piece. Okay, you guys, I'm just making all kind of mistakes. I was supposed to put this on here after. So what we're going to do, we're going to center this Petunia Pop. You know what? Let me go ahead and put our card front on so you can see it better. Let's see. I think I want it this way. There's really no up and down to this designer paper. So we're just going to center that on that front panel. Okay, so now we're going to try to center this with this flap being in the center of our square, but our square being in the center of this front panel. Okay, does that make sense? And we're going to do it like this. Now we need to put a little bit of glue here to hold this down like that. Then we're going to put glue here. I'm trying not to move it because I know that glue is not dry yet. And then we're going to put this right over it. So we're going to try to line that up evenly so that it is together. as one square. Just like that, okay? Whew, goodness. It just added an extra layer, but it's okay. It's just to clean up so you won't see the little flap from the back. So now we're gonna add our heart, the basic white, and we're not gonna color this at all. We're just gonna dab glue all around it. Okay, so we have our glue on there, and then we're gonna place this right over that heart that we stamped. And it's just gonna give us a little extra texture. You can barely see it, but it's there, and it looks beautiful. Okay, that's that. So now we're gonna put our flowers on. I'm just giving the flowers a little bit of a curl with my fingers, just like barely bumping the edges of them. So let me go ahead and get this leaf here. There's two different leaves. One has 3 and one has 2 little leaves on there. We're gonna take one of the tri-leaf stems. Get a little bit of glue. If I was smart, I would have die cut these using the adhesive sheets, but I wasn't thinking, and I didn't do it. So I'm gonna put that one right here in the corner like that. Then I'm gonna put glue just in the center of our flower here, because I want those petals to be able to stand up. And we're gonna put this, let me see, about like that, about right there. Whoop, don't stick to my finger. Okay, then we're gonna take another one. This one, just same thing, just put glue right in the center. And we are gonna tuck this one, let's see, about right here. I'm not gonna push it down too hard yet. Get my other little leaves here. This is the 3-leaf stem. And we're gonna put this one up here, sort of kind of like that. And then we're gonna take this one. And we're gonna put this over here, about right there, about right there. About right there is good, right over that flower. Now I need a Stampin' Dimensional. Ooh, I'm down to the little bones, but that's okay, because all I need is a little one. We're gonna put that on the back of this flower, right in the center, just like we've been doing with the others. Except for this one is popping up, and it's gonna go right here. Ooh. Right over the stems of that leaf. Then where's our sentiment? We're gonna put this on Stampin' Dimensionals. So let me get some dimensionals here. Some of our edges. I can pull it off. Let me see. I want to put one more about right there. And we're going to add this to our card. And I want it to be about, oh, I forgot I was supposed to cut this. Goodness gracious. I'm telling you guys, I'm forgetting everything. So I didn't need that dimensional on the end. I just trimmed off the, oh goodness. Because we want this about right there. Is that the middle? Kind of sort of in the middle. But I do need a dimensional under there. I can feel it kind of falling down. And I don't want it to be falling down right here in the end. So we're just going to add, we just didn't need that dimensional that far over. Okay, so now that is pretty much the card. Now we're going to do some decoration. So I have some of the Fresh Freesia seam binding. This is another, I feel glue. That's another free item during celebration. We're just going to tie a little bow right here at the end. Not a bow, just really a knot. We're going to tie this, come, in a knot. Right here on the end, or my scissors. Trim those ends, the tails of our ribbon. Okay, make sure our sentiment is showing. We're going to get our Take Your Pick tool, and we're going to bring in another celebration item, the purple Adhesive-Backed sequence. And we're going to use some of these on our project. So we're going to put 3 of these large ones in the middle of our flowers here. Whoop, don't glue down your leaf. I mean your petal of one of your flowers. Okay. That is it, you guys. Woo, finally. All the troubles we had. That is our card. Isn't that cute? A little front flap. I don't know what this is called, but you know, it's a fun fold and I like it. Let me show you. I did it in another colorway. I used Melon Mambo, Flirty Flamingo, and Petal Pink. Isn't that pretty? So this one, I think I got it a little bit lower. Almost, no, it looks like it's almost in the same spot. Okay. But you open this one. So pretty. I used the same paper, designer series paper, just a different color. This is the Petal Pink ribbon. It comes in a combo pack with some white, and it has like the little diagonal stripes on there. Yeah, super cute. But this is our project for today, you guys. I hope you like it. That's it. That's all. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I would like to thank you for buzzing by the Hive today. Until next time, buzz you later. Bye.